Tayo may gabas na.
Yes, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning! Parang tulog po kayo. Good morning! Well, Bioherb, just to say as a background, I've been practicing medicinal plants use for 45 years. I've been a doctor also for 45 years. So most of my life as a medical doctor, I've been using medicinal plants. I'm a graduate of the UP College of Medicine, and I was very happy because when I started in the rural areas, because idol ko rin si Dr. Juan Clavier, kaya kasama ko siya sa DOAs nun, I decided to live most of my life in far-flung rural areas. So just to say that. At doon ko naman natutunan talaga from our own Filipino herbolarios and Filipino healers that the art of medicinal plants. And just to give you a short background, simultaneously interesting, my professors in the UP College of Medicine launched a national program for research on medicinal plants. This was circa 1978, and up to now that program is still ongoing in different shapes with the Department of Science and Technology. So I'd just like to say that these are all backed up by science, not only in the Philippines, but also in Japan in particular. So when I talk of A, B, C, D, sabi nga na ampalaya, you're all familiar with ampalaya, and it belongs to the 10 halamang gamot na nire-recommenda ng Department of Health. No? This is a well-studied food as medicine. Food as medicine. Kung makain ka ng ampalaya, nagiging maayos ang iyong blood sugar or your pancreas. Kaya masasabi natin, and UP College of Medicine together with UP College of Pharmacy, UP Los Baños for the horticulture side, UP Chemistry in Diliman. This is a collaboration of inter-university funded by the Department of Science and Technology. Have really made sound research, both clinical and both in animal studies, that ampalaya is indeed working like insulin. It works like insulin. And even if you're taking it, it even will prevent you from having diabetes by eating ampalaya regularly. Okay, B, what is interesting about B, banaba, is that Japanese love banaba more than Filipinos. At sabihin natin na banaba does not grow in Japan. And do you know that there is a Philippine-Japan Banaba Association? Just making sure na, can I have a glass of water? Another one, just making sure, and Japanese scientists are very meticulous in making sure that there are no toxicities of banaba. The Japanese have in fact studied all the banaba in Asia and found that banaba in the Philippines is the best. And in the Philippines itself, the best banaba are in Central Luzon. Now, just for you to know that these are the best source of banaba for the Japanese. And in Japan, there are several products of banaba. It's very, very popular. It's being used for diabetes, it's being used for cholesterol, high cholesterol, and a very popular slimming product. So take note, ladies and men who are interested to use some weight loss diet. Okay? Well, part of a supplement, I would call it. And then C is kamote, very popular in the Philippines. And very I hope you have eaten kamote up to now. Because the statistics in the Philippines in the recent National Nutrition Survey showed that fewer and fewer Filipinos, when I started monitoring this in the 70s, at that time 80% of Filipinos were eating fruits and vegetables. I'm sorry to say that right now only 20% of Filipinos are eating fruits and vegetables. So I hope you're still eating a fruit, a vegetable today to increase this, and I hope to see that increasing. Even by using Bioherb, you're already eating a fruit, ampalaya, or even the leaves, and kamote. So kamote is, again, very popular in Japan. For those of you, I had the chance to live in Japan for a short period of time, and I was overwhelmed by the amount of kamote available. They have research on it. They have in fact discovered what is the best kamote, and that's the red kamote, and the leaves are the ones with purple leaves. And of course, here in the Philippines, it's really one of the more popular herbs in the rural areas. So this again, a well-researched both by Japanese and Filipino scientists that not only helps you in diabetes, but it also helps you in hypertension management. No? So it has a real double purpose. And plus its nutritional value, it goes without saying, it's one of the best to increase your iron and to increase your calcium and your magnesium, etc. Just to say that. And then of course, duhat. Duhat, a very popular fruit, and duhat we have been eating for hundreds of years and all over the world. It's also available, of course, in Mexico and in Latin America, as well as in greater Southeast Asia. So it is a food, and it has no side effects. Of course, it has no overdose, but it is found out again by both popular folk medicine that is very useful for diabetes. And again, we studied this, and this combination. Let me explain this combination very well now. In the North American and European style, the style of medicine was really usually single component. So they will only use one at a time. And we copycat this. We need to say that even our medicinal plants initially were produced one by one. But when you look now at China, Japan, Korea, you look at India, you look at Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and I've been around these countries and really also observed the manners of how that's the opportunity I had, and even the whole of Southeast Asia. All of them are using what I call multiple synergistic herbs. So this is the tradition in Asia, and that's why Bioherb was born also in the sense of using the Asian technology more than the American and European technology. But relatively, let me update you that before there was just like antibiotic, antispasmodic, anti-headache, all anti, and only single drug. But right now, even United States and Europe have changed. So when you look at cancer, it's multiple therapy, multiple drugs. When you look at tuberculosis, it's now a 4-drug, 5-drug therapy. And when you look at even hypertension, doctors give, immediately 5 times of prescription. Whereas in the original pharmaceutical being addressed, of course, our curriculum comes from the United States. It was only usually single products. But in Asia, 10,000 years of human history in Asia, written history at least, shows that it is a multiple herb. So this is the reason why Bioherb consists of 4 herbs that are all of them synergistic with one another, all of them relative, because they are food components, except for banaba, but well studied by the Japanese, showing no toxic effect. So they are food, so how can you go wrong with food? So, this is just to introduce you the components of Bioherb, A, B, C, D, and why 4 herbs, because they are synergistic. It's very much our Filipino, very much Asian tradition that we are putting here in one product. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jaime Galvestan. Do you want to say something, Sir Mark?